I made a video about the latest Nancy Mace incident at the airport in South Carolina, where she's running for governor. Where she showed up at the airport and TSA wasn't right there to meet her and escort her through everywhere, and she bitched out the TSA agents, and then the airport released footage of her arriving at the airport and walking through the airport, and then she got even more enraged and said that they doxed the car that she travels to the airport in, putting her safety, her life, her safety in danger, at risk. Nancy Mace is an over-the-top drama queen. And this is another example of that. This is like when there were a bunch of trans protesters at the Capitol building, and she met one of them and they shook hands, and then she wore a sling for I don't know how many days around Capitol Hill, saying, "Oh, they wrenched my arm when they shook my hand." It's another example of a bullshit made-up story by Nancy Mace that is over-exaggerated, and the airport has evidence of it. And she bitched out and belittled the men and women that work in the TSA in that airport. And now Republicans and Democrats alike in her state are fighting back at her, and she just won't back down. And it makes no fucking sense.
It's such a strange hill to let your entire gubernatorial run die on. Nancy Mace may have just whined and Karened herself right out of a job. Because today, over 50 different elected officials from both parties. Do you know how hard it is to accomplish anything bipartisan in this day and age? Over 50 elected officials from the low state of South Carolina all came together and co-signed a letter defending the Charleston airport and the people working there. Now, it does not directly mention Nancy Mace by name, but it's pretty clear that every single one of these individuals puts their full backing and support behind airport officials and the TSA agents and the police officers who were berated by Nancy. Because she can never let things go, and she must always beat every single proverbial dead horse until it is falling apart at its joints. Nancy can't let this one go either, and she is planning to sue. That's right, she has announced that she has acquired her legal counsel to sue the Charleston International Airport and the individuals responsible for this political hit job, as she's calling it. Even the likes of Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott are fed up with Nancy and are telling her to drop it. She's that out of line. People are that exhausted with her victimhood. Now, as thrilled as I would be to see her have to drop out of the gubernatorial race and also lose her seat in the House of Representatives, I don't know that she's going to take the hint, but it seems even her own party is growing fatigued with her shenanigans. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes of all of this in the near future. So, Nancy, baby girl, I think you need to drop this one and take some personal responsibility for once.
She won't. She's an absolutely abhorrent excuse for a human being. But hopefully the people of South Carolina see her for what she is and refuse to vote for her for their next governor next year. And maybe the Republican Party gets smart and they realize that next year is going to be most likely a somewhat of a blue wave year, and they could use that as an excuse to kind of not back her, let her lose, deal with a Democratic governor in a very Republican state for a couple of years, and then move on with their life. But yeah, she's not going to back down. She's too fucking stupid to realize the damage she's causing. But go ahead, sue the airport. You're not going to get any airport workers voting for you. You're not going to get any Democrats voting for you. You're not going to get any TSA workers voting for you. You're pissing off your own fucking party. I mean, she obviously still has a chance to win in South Carolina, but South Carolina, you can do a lot better than Nancy Mace.